Tension is already palpable in American supermarkets, visible on every empty shelf. What used to be a steady flow of fruits, vegetables, meat, and Mexican beer is now turning into a supply problem that puts American consumers on edge. It all started when Mexico's president, Claudia Sheinbaum, made a historic decision to cut food exports to the United States by 15%. The goal was clear: reduce dependence on the dollar and open new markets with partners like the European Union, Canada, and China. But the impact has been immediate and painful for American consumers. In supermarkets across the United States, the effect is clear. Prices for basic products have jumped over 25%. The shortage of tomatoes, avocados, limes, and peppers, essential ingredients, is emptying shelves and fueling concern. And worse still, an even harsher cut of 30% is expected next year. The retail industry didn't take long to react. Executives from Walmart and Target urgently met with President Trump to demand solutions. They argued that they depend on Mexican products to fill their shelves, and that the imposed tariffs are destroying their supply chains, driving up prices, and causing billion-dollar losses. Meanwhile, in Mexico's farming regions, the response was just as forceful. Farmers, fed up with trade barriers and shrinking profits, began diversifying their markets. China and Europe opened their doors, and today they're receiving Mexico's best harvests under more favorable terms than ever before. "We will no longer send our products to a country that disrespects us," stated a farmer's representative. Tomatoes, avocados, limes, premium products now nourishing other markets while the United States pays the price for its trade war. Mexico had long been the silent granary, supplying 60% of the fruits and 70% of the vegetables that ended up on American tables. Now, that vital source is closing, affecting not only fresh foods but also meat, dairy, and processed products. The crisis is already visible. Walmart and Target have started rationing products. In some stores, customers wait in long lines to grab cartons of eggs, bags of flour, or any item still left in stock. Images of empty shelves are now common from coast to coast. Meanwhile, the flow of cargo trucks from Mexico has fallen by 30%, causing massive border bottlenecks and hitting an already strained supply chain even harder. Faced with this situation, American companies rushed to make bulk purchases of Mexican crops to brace for the shortage. But those reserves are running out fast, as Mexico has redirected much of its exports toward Asia. China, in particular, has emerged as a prime destination, absorbing 30% more Mexican food products. The first cargo ships are already crossing the Pacific, loaded with fresh vegetables, tropical fruits, and premium tequila. At the same time, Mexico has stopped buying certain American products, replacing them with Chinese alternatives. In fact, Chinese investment in Mexico has doubled in the last year, setting off alarm bells in Washington. President Trump has responded by ramping up pressure on President Sheinbaum to limit Chinese investments in Mexican territory, even threatening to tear up the free trade agreement. But Mexico's answer has been firm. There will be no concessions. "We will act in defense of our sovereignty," Sheinbaum declared, making it clear that Mexico will choose its commercial allies without external interference. The battle lines are drawn. And in the meantime, it's the American consumer who's paying the highest price at the supermarket, feeling the impact of a commercial crisis that shows no signs of ending anytime soon. Who will win this market war? Will the United States manage to reverse the Mexican food exodus? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a new commercial era, with Mexico looking more eastward than northward? What's clear is that the economic map of the continent is changing at lightning speed. And this story is far from over. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you next time.